Hey guys, Liquid here, and welcome back to Let's Answer Some Questions. As always, push questions below, and I will answer them next week. Let's get started. Red Robin asks, do I have any pets? I do not currently. I have in the past had a dog from the year maybe 2003 to 2012. I had a dog, a Weimaraner. Um, but she ended up being put down, and currently I do not have any pets. And I'm not really sure. I think it could be nice, I guess, to have one, but it's not really. I'm not really a big animal person, I guess, and it's not really like a top priority to get a new pet or something. Um, and I have had fish in the past, but they've been very rather minor. Um, but yeah, at this moment, I do not have any pets. Red Hood 440 asks, "Have I ever played any Star Wars games?" I believe this question was asked like a week ago or so. But yes, I have played Star Wars games, and if you look up on my channel, I've Let's played Lego Star Wars and Star Wars Battlefront, and those are the ones that I've Let's played. But I've also played like the PlayStation 2 Revenge of the Sith game, which was all right, I guess. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I played a demo at one point for Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and I guess it was all right. Um, but I think that's mainly it for my Star Wars game experience. Flame Gamer Hotspot 2000 asks, "What do you think about PG-13 horror movies?" Which, if you can elaborate on this, it would possibly help a little bit because I'm not really sure what the question's really about here. Um, like if you're implying that like a like is what you're implying that a PG-13 horror movie is not as good as like an R-rated horror movie or something. I'm not really sure what you're like getting at. But I guess I have no problem with them if they're PG-13 and horror movies. I It's never really been something I've thought about, but I guess they're okay. What's the most painful thing? Or S Sneaky Viper asks, "What's the most painful thing that you have ever experienced?" And I've actually just trying to like come up with some stuff because I knew that if I just like read this question live without any planning, I probably wouldn't have actually been able to like come up with anything. So I did actually make some notes here. Um, One time, uh, I was maybe about 9 or 10 when this happened. I um I was in the back seat of a car, and my folks were driving, and they had like the little thing that like you could like adjust the windows from like from the driver's side. You could like adjust all the windows, and I they were rolling up the windows, and for some reason, I like put up one of my fingers out of the window because I guess like I don't know, I just assumed that it would like stop or something, like like an elevator or some of that, like. And it basically you know really really hurt. It was very very painful. Didn't really do any like permanent damage or anything, but it did really hurt. um there was one time when we had this like big metal door, and I was coming through, and I like kind of shut the door. You know, when you're walking real fast or whatever, you tend to kind of like open the door and then kind of like shut it behind you, sort of. And I did that, but I hadn't like really brought my hand back, and so my left ring finger basically got like slammed on by this metal door, and for a good while, I want to say like at least like a month or two, like the entire fingernail was just like blue, and it was just like a very 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 painful. Like once, like after like the first day, like it wasn't really painful or anything, but like I had a mark for like I said, like a month or so. But when it really originally happened, it was very very painful. Um, Another one was I think when I was in fifth grade, we were doing this like these little exercises on these mats, and it was this thing where you had to jump onto this mat and then like roll off of it and like do like a little flip and land on your feet. And I went onto the mat and I jumped onto the mat and I tried to roll off of it, but instead of landing on my feet, I like landed on my back sort of, and it basically took all like the wind out of me, and I was physically unable to speak. Like I was trying to like tell people what happened, and I physically couldn't like I was just like it was very very scary. And also this is actually like last year. I was doing I had like a pull up bar, the exercise pull ups, where you like pull yourself over a bar, and I had like this bar that you put into like a door frame, and I was trying to do some pull ups or whatever, and basically the bar, I guess I hadn't really like set it in there very good, and so like the bar actually like fell off the door frame while I was mid-air basically, and I like fell onto this like stool and hit my like tailbone, and I'm not really sure, like I never went to like the doctor about it or anything, but I do wonder if I had like bruised my tailbone or something, because I could not bend like my waist, like I could not bend forward to like pick stuff up or anything, honestly, for like a week or so. It was very very painful. um and when it happened, I audibly like screamed out like for help. But I have like healed from it though, which is good. Those are some random painful memories. But that's actually all the questions for this week. Didn't really get too much, but till next time, hope you enjoyed. And post questions below, and I will answer them next week. Till next time, Liquid out.